Hello, everyone. Um, Good afternoon. My name is Folashade. Doing this live. You've seen the topic. Okay, just give me 1 second. This is my first time going live on these platforms, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok at the same time. Sorry, 1 second, please. So I'm doing this. I'm doing this live. First of all, please. I am not a lawyer. Okay, I'm not an immigration officer. I'm just doing this from experience, from um, from what I've gone through. Okay, I just want to give advice to anybody that is in my shoe, right? If you are a parent and your stay in UK is under what is it called? Parents on parents under 10 years roots, even 5 years roots as well. For those that is just, for those that are just starting, maybe you've just got your first 2.5, and you got your stay through your, your children or your child that is British citizen. The reason why I'm bringing this to your notice is some parents doesn't know this. I was speaking to a friend of mine. 1 second, please. This thing is not copying for me. And then okay. Now everything is set because I'm doing the TikTok one as well. Hello everyone, good afternoon once again. My name is Falashade Balogun. So now, if you are a parent, okay, if you are a parent and maybe you've just started your leave in this country, I'm talking about UK now. Like I said, I'm not an immigration officer. Okay, I am not an immigration officer, please. I'm just talking about my experience. So I'm talking from experience, and this is what is happening right now. Those some parents did not know this. I remember when I first got my stays in this country, if you are on the 10 years route, right, and we've got 5 years route as well, if you didn't plan or you didn't claim any benefits, okay, and you can sustain yourself, you can support yourself whichever way, you understand, tí ó yẹ pé ẹ ní gba benefits lọ́wọ́ ìjọba ìlú yìí, that 10 years route can be changed to 5 years route. Okay, that 10 years route yín tẹ́ apply fún tí wọ́n fún yín ní ọdún méjì àtàbọ̀, that you were given 2.5 years, can be changed, only changes 5 years route. And if you go to their website, everything is written there. If you have money to use láti lo àwọn lawyer, some situations are very complicated in that èèyàn ó wà very difficult ó ní láti lo lawyer tí agbára ẹ̀ bá wà fún ẹ, ṣùgbọ́n tágbára ẹ̀ bá wà fún ẹ, if you don't have the power and the money to do that, to fund yourself, even though tó máa ní èèyàn lè lọ sí ọ̀dọ̀ àwọn legal aids láti help. Legal aid of then could have been seen, but talking from experience, I've used them before from the beginning of my application. Mo lo legal aid. They were very helpful. The one I used them was at Deptford. Deptford, thank you for joining my live. Please, thank you for joining my live. Yokabi, thank you. You've seen the topic. What I'm discussing today is about the parents under, our parents who are under 10 years route, that are under 10 years route in UK. Like I said, I'm not an immigration officer. I'm just talking from experience. From the beginning of my application, I used a lawyer and legal aid. It was even my priest, Father John, that sent me to this legal aid at Deptford after the fire brigade office. Then, I don't know if they are still there. Now, that was for me to first got my that's the first day, which is 2.5 years based on my child. Okay, I got my stay based on having a child in this country, even though it took a long time. Before I got my first stay, it was over 12 years of me staying in this country. So so, and reason I'm bringing up this topic, I was facing some challenges recently because moti due fún indefinite stay in Louis. So you can ask question if you want. Maybe after this, you can ask question if because I'm doing this live video on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. So in case I didn't see your comments, don't get upset, please. I will go through them and get back to you. So now, I don't want people to do the same mistake. This is not getting more information, come and hide it. No. I don't want other people that is in my shoe, that are parents, that have their stay based on their children, to face the same thing, because it's very traumatic, it's challenging. My head was actually spinning. In fact, I will lose the brain me, because it's not what I expected. Now, let's say step by step. Before I proceed, I received an email on the 15th, that was yesterday, that the online immigration status, they've changed it now as yesterday. It's been updated to https://www.gov.uk/e-visa. So that they no longer use this website, online immigration status, again. But even if you go on that, if you click on any of their email that you've received, okay, because I subscribe to receive any update from them, it will still take you to the correct one, which they are right now. Thank you for joining my live. God bless you. Thank you. I know that you're going to learn one thing or the other. So, and I don't want people making mistake. Yeah, mistake is bound to happen, but mistake by, especially if you're not using a lawyer. They make it easier for you to do it yourself. Apart from the first one that I did through the legal aid, and legal aid you don't pay, right? I've not used any paid lawyer, though I did when I was doing my EU scheme, which wasn't successful. So I did that myself before I not get hold of a lawyer, but still it's not, it wasn't successful. Anyway, now their website have changed from online immigration status to www.gov.uk/e-visa. Okay, thank you everyone. Thank you for joining. Uh, Chelsea, Unwosu, Benny, thanks for joining. Thank you all for joining. Okay, so this video is for the parents that is under 10 years roots. And the reason I don't want you to do the mistake I made. Okay, now we're going to talk about the TL contacts, because when you make application, definitely you're doing it online. They're no more doing paper one, no paper whatever, which is okay. At least you don't have to be writing or typing, or you still type, but not using pen to write anything. Everything is online there. You have to click on the form that applies to you. Now, while I'm bringing this, there's a friend of mine that was talking to you about a few days ago. Hopefully, she's going to see this video. While I was on my 10 years route, the first stay, it says that you can change to 5 years route if you're on 10 years route. And why you can change to 5 years, but the only only clause there is that can allow you to change to your from 10 to 5 years route is only if you're not claiming any benefits. If you can do that 5 years without taking benefit or buy anything I can bet it they will change it from 10 years route to 5 years route. This is something I've experienced. But mine, they didn't change mine. And why? Even though it depends on who is treating your case. They didn't change mine. When I applied on my first day, I was still, coping and everything. Things got difficult. And the next thing I did is to, to change it. Even that, our card normally have no recourse to public fund. Okay, no recourse to public fund. Thanks for joining, please. We're talking about parents under 10 years roots. Okay, don't make the same mistake I made. So on the card is no recourse to public fund. If you receive your card today, if you have a great ground to change it, it's all on their website. Okay, you can change that your recourse to public fund. If you know you are not capable to, you can't get meet the essential needs for your kids, I will advise you, instead of you going on debt unnecessarily, go and do your recourse to remove your recourse to no recourse to public funds. It doesn't cost you anything. It's all on their websites. It's on Google that you want to take away your recourse, no recourse to public fund. It will take you to the right application, to a right page to apply, and all you needed for that is a letter from whoever is supporting you. For example, if it's church that is supporting you, they needed a letter from them. Your job, the job you're doing, how much you are earning every month, you have to do, like, they itemize everything. This is how much I'm earning. For example, if I'm earning like 1,000, you're paying a rent of 800 and something. Depends on where you're living. What is left? Nothing. It can't sustain you. You haven't paid the bills, the electricity bills, the water bills, you haven't done any shopping food shopping to for you and your kids. So even if it's one child, there's no way that 1,000 after paying all the bills will be sufficient for you guys. You understand? So you need to be ready to get all this prepared before you can do no recourse to public, before you can take away or apply for them to take it away. It doesn't matter if you receive your stay today. You can give it a couple of months, see how you eat. This is not taking it for granted. You understand? Only apply for it if you really need it. You understand? With the cost of living in this country and every other places, people need support from their governments. This is not, the people need support. People need support. I am telling you, you will really need that support. Otherwise, it will drain you. You will be stressed. And you know that stress causes a lot of things on our body. You understand? It can cause all sorts of sicknesses in your body. And we're living for these children. You get my points. So, and that's on that no recourse to public fund. Now, there's no any law that says you can't take it off. If you find yourself in a ditch that you need support, cry out, seek for help, seek for support. So now back to for the 10 years route. When you apply for your like I said my first stay through a legal aid. Now, if you're doing your job and whatever you're earning cannot be sufficient for you and your family, right? Because they put it into consideration how much you're earning with your, maybe if you have a spouse. If you have a spouse, thank you for joining my live on TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. If you have a spouse or partner, they will merge your money together. Whatever you guys are earning, they will definitely merge it together and see if you really need help. You understand? Because this is a mistake we're making. Sometimes some people, they are couples, they will render themselves, they say they are single. It's just like a young fire. Okay? Now, they don't back together. They will look at the money to determine if they can support. You understand? You have to like really write everything out. Kora bus pass. Kora, if you have a car, Kora petrol, insurance, road tax, your mechanic, to back below see motor lo si mechanic ye to no. Irun ta won ge, irun to mo nse obìnrin, tó bá lọ mọ obìnrin, irun to nse gbogbo ló máa kọ kalẹ̀, ló máa itemize sílẹ̀, charges ẹ. Eye tó ń spend ní monthly láti ra aṣọ fúnra àtàwọn ọmọ. Wàá ṣe tọmọ lọ́tọ̀, wàá ṣe tiẹ̀ lọ́tọ̀. You will do your expenses separately from the kids. Though you're going to put everything in a sheet of paper to calculate everything all together. You understand? Even if the money you are earning or your expenses is more than what you're earning, how you're getting money to, you might have a credit card. Like my last payment, what I just paid for my renewal for my indefinite is 3,029. Does this country warrant you to have a savings? No. Everything is all on bills. All on bills. All on bills. Okay? So I have to use my credit card. And you know credit card is not easy. Paying it back, they're going to be charging you. You're going to be... Please, I'm not an immigration officer. I'm just talking from experience. Just want you guys to learn from my mistakes. You need to be paying the credit card back. Even when I paid mine, I never knew they charge every day. Every day there's a charges. Charges you want lori elojojumo. But etoma feel seen that you know allow some people to insult you. If you have a credit card, make use of it. It's not easy, but you just have to make use of it. Okay, instead of you to be insulted by maybe friends or family. Okay? That is if you can't get help from them. Whereas you can't even blame anybody because in this country, people have a lot of things they're going through. So if you see somebody coming through for you, say thank you to that person. Now, we've talked about, for those just joining, we've talked about the online immigration status has changed. They've changed it to www.gov.uk/e-visa altogether. Even though if you go to the first one, if you click on the first one, which is online immigration status, it will take you straight to the correct one. The correct one was updated as yesterday. Now, when you apply online, you want to tell, and for those on that 10 years route, from the very day one that you receive your first stay, start calculating the 2.5, 2.5. When it's 10 years, which means you will renew the fourth time. The first one, the second one, the third, and the fourth. The fourth, which I think the government should look into. The fourth one should be the one that will give you your indefinite stay. But in this case, it's not like that. They really need to look into that. They really need to look into that. But the fourth one, no, will not make the 10 years. Once it's 10 years, once you've received it, and it's exactly 10 years, don't wait till your visa, your stay ended or expired. No. Once you've calculated it, it's already 10 years, then you can put in your application. I'm still talking from experience. Because when I was applying for this, after my 4 years, after my fourth renewal, they're asking me questions like, why are you just applying? Right? One kilometer more, I apply. I have to be giving them, you know, what happened, like health-wise and everything, which is true. You understand? But if to avoid problem, make sure you're calculating it. You understand? So now, when you apply, you will have this is now I'm talking about the TLS contacts. This is something I found out when I went last week on the 9th of this month. You don't have to wait for your time. Sometimes we book time for 10. There is free services, please. Make sure you uploaded all your documents at home because there is £50. Even if you upload one document, it's £50 you will pay when you get to the center. So you can go to your library to go and upload those documents. Per page is just, I think, 60p. If you have about 100 pages, I don't think you're going to have up to 100 documents to upload anyway. Okay? But thanks for joining this live. God bless you. I hope you're learning something, please. If you're learning, please, can you power type? Can you please show love, please? Thank you. So now, if it's time for you, after you've done everything, because you're not going to upload straight on the government website, when you if you don't make a payment, there is no way you'll be referred to TLS contact to book a time for you to go and have your biometric taken. So they're going to do your fingerprints, your face, everything, right? They won't. Except immediately after the payment, then they would refer you to, they will redirect it to TLS contact. Now, the TLS contact, there's two services that they do. They do the premium one, which is you want to get appointment today or tomorrow, which you're going to pay £60. If you have the money, you can. But to me, I don't have that money. You understand? So you have to check. And after applying, because some people got into panic, and they would think either, oh, you have to book immediately. No. Immediately when you finish making payment, they will even tell you that you have 3 months, I think 3 months or 2 months plus. So they give you time to upload all the documents. You understand? Before that time, you have to upload everything. And that is when you can do that on TLS contract. So you can book, within that 2-3 months for free one. I think the weekend one, which is Saturday, is not free. You have to pay. So it has to be weekdays. Okay? It has to be weekdays. You will see that the one that they said is gray, that is the free one. But if it's all occupied or booked, you need to stroke to the next month where you will see a slot. And if you're, for example, my time was 10 past 10, I guess. I got there about before I got there maybe 9 something. You can still be booking. You don't have to wait for your time. The lady said it when I went there. Even if your appointment is 12 o'clock, if you can be there about 11 o'clock, they will still see you. They will still take your biometric. They will do your biometric for you and everything. So when you get to the TLS contract, and now they've changed it. It is the one opposite the white horse or something. Now, the easiest way you can get there, I don't know where you're coming. I choose Croydon one. So if you're going to Croydon, you can take, I don't know where you're coming from. You can come from, you can, for example, if you're coming from Lewisham, you can take bus 261 to, bus 261 to Bromley North. To Bromley North. Then, when you get to Bromley North, you can take 119, and you just have to get off at East Croydon. So when you get off at East Croydon, so you will you will now cross to the other side where the station is. 1 second, it said an action is needed. Okay. Sorry about that. You will not cross to the other side of this where the station, the East Croydon station is. Then you will keep going like you're going forward the way the bus is going, but on the side of the East Croydon station. So after leaving the East Croydon station, there's Burger King. You will leave all those shops. Your next street to your right is where you're turning to. Then you will go a bit down. Then it's 2 Lansdowne Road. Then you go straight down to your right. You turn to your right and walk a bit down. Then cross to your left. When you cross to your left, the next street to your left, that is where the building is. It's a brown, tall building. You just walk in. And when you walk in, they don't, they will ask you for your, please, bring your passport. Don't bring your biometric card. Your passport is what they needed. And your appointment letter. You need those 2 things. They will book you in, then someone else will take you to where you're doing the capturing. Okay, when you get there, you will see another lady up there, the first floor. Someone is there to lead you to where you're going anyway. So when you get there, they will ask for your details again. Then they will ask you to, if you want to make any scan, or you want to send any document, upload any documents. But if you've uploaded your document from home, there's no need for that. And that's why you should book for the free one. Look for a free date instead of £60. Okay, and that's that. So the good news about it, even if you book 11 o'clock, you don't need to wait till 11. If you are fortunate enough to get there about 10 o'clock, they will still see you. They don't say, oh, this is not your time. No, they don't do that. And that's that. So back to that 5 years route that I spoke about. If you don't claim anything, all you need to do is to write to the Home Office. I'm not an immigration lawyer, but I'm talking from experience. This is what they've told me in the letter they sent to me. And the reason why I said they didn't give me when I applied for the 5 years, they said because I have applied to claim a benefit. They refused me. They refused to give me benefit. They refused to give me benefits because they said when I did my calculation, there's still some money left in the account, blah, 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 blah. I don't know how they come about it. So they said no. Even despite the fact that they refused to change my no recourse to property fund for me to be able to get support for my children, even the fact that they refused it, when I now apply for them to change my status from 10 years old to 5 years old, they said no. And this is their reason. They said because I have applied for benefits, even though they didn't give me, they will not change it. And I was dragging it with them like, no, this is me dealing with it myself. I don't use any lawyer. And I said, no, why should you not change it? They said, because I have applied before, which shouldn't be an excuse for them, but it's their law, it's their country. And I said, okay, no problem. So, but I will apply again, not for the 5 years. And the reason why I'm saying it, because of a discussion I had with my friend, she is going to apply for indefinite now. And throughout her, even though she's really struggling, struggling, you know, a lot of debt and everything, struggling. She didn't know that if you don't apply for anything, if you have never applied for benefits, you can change, and you don't have intention of applying later, you can change from 10 years old to 5 years, which will make your stays faster for you to get your indefinite. Instead of 10 years old, waiting for 10 years, just within 5 years, you will get your indefinite stay. Still under the parents, it doesn't matter. It's still under the parent route as well. We have 10 years route of parent or 5 years route of parent. That's that. So now, and if you are applying, like I said, you need help for the payments of your second renewal, third renewal, even to your fourth renewal. All you need to fill a form you need to fill. Thanks for joining my TikTok as well. Please, can you show love, please, so that TikTok won't bring this down. So all you need to do, right, if you're applying for the remaining of your stay, as in the second renewal, the third, up to the fourth, you ask for waiver fee. If it's a huge amount of money to pay, right, with cost of living and everything people are going through, to pay that money, what job? I don't know, unless if you're a train driver. Maybe if you're a train driver, you should be able to avoid that. Okay? But not working your ass up and leaving children at home without nobody looking after them. No. Me, my priority is my children. Anytime, any day. Anytime, any day. So now, the job I've done in this country, it has really wrecked. When I say wreck, I'm not joking. I'm not joking. The pains I'm having right now is only God I'm praying to heal me from the pains. Okay? Anyway, but that doesn't stop me from doing this life to enlighten people. Now, you ask for waiver fee. You ask for waiver fee. The only thing they will not give you a waiver fee for is indefinite. Your indefinite stay, they will not give you a waiver fee. Because that's exactly what actually happened. They didn't give me a waiver fee, but they gave me a waiver fee to renew the same one I've just finished. And my daughter was like, Mom, why doing that? You want to repeat the stage that you've just finished for another 2.5 years, or till when you have the money to pay these people? He said, no, that's not good. Okay? Even though it's my daughter that supported me for that payment. Now, you will apply for a waiver fee, and the waiver fee, the application is the first thing you will do. Like I said, they will give you for the second, they can give for the first as well, depending on who is helping you to do your application. and your situation. They will give you for the second, third, and the fourth. But the fifth one, which is for your indefinite, they will not give you. You will go online and apply for a waiver fee. Just type on Google waiver fee. Okay? Whiskey, Echo, Alpha, Victor, Echo, Romeo, and fee. Frederick, Echo, and that's it. Okay? You space it, and then the application will come. And that's the form you will fill first. If God willing, they grant it. And this is all down to your expenses, everything, how much you're earning, who is supporting you. Are you claiming a benefit? You will put it there if you're claiming a benefit. That is if they've taken your no recourse to public fund off. And if you're claiming, you have to be truthful. You need to put all the benefits you're putting. But you understand? If you say if you say somebody is helping you, they will need the person's they will need that person any letter or not help you. Okay, so but any telling you about supporting him more no, I supporting him more that he or she has his own load that he or she is carrying. So the person can no longer support you. So all these things, you need to put it there. You can chat me privately. I can tell you, you know, what to feel in it. You understand? Like I said, I'm not an immigration officer. On it way back by Lara Oshe. Leave when it stay long on soap, it will turn to soap. If my translation is correct. Anyway, tewe back pela Russia o man do sheni. So nkan to shele niyen. So you will fill all those one and you send it to them. Thank you for joining. Please power type on TikTok. Please, can you show love, please? Please. If what I'm saying is meaningful, that you benefit from it, you can give me a rose. You can give me a rose. I will appreciate it. Okay. Anyway, it's about helping others, you know. You help others. So, because it's not easy. What I went through on the night of this month that I received a letter from them to my email. Oh my God. I was losing everything. My heart was like this, pumping like that. When it comes to the home office, they should realize that the stress people are going through them or with them is a lot. It's a lot. Somebody can have heart attack, which is not good. It's not good. Having stay, it's not easy. It's not good. They shouldn't make that life difficult for people. Even though they didn't send us to come to this country, yes, everybody is looking for what is it called? Can you see my live goal? Kindly, you see, TikTok is even telling me to tell you guys, encourage your viewers to send gift and thank them for their support. Yeah, definitely, I will thank you guys. If you're learning one thing or the other, please give me, even if at least one rose. Huh? Please, and power tap. Show love in whichever way. If you can't avoid rose, any other thing that you can avoid, try and send it to me, please. Thank you. Okay? Thank you so much, my viewers. God bless you. Now, when you apply for the waiver fee finish, the next thing is, two things happen. They can just send you an email to say, okay, continue your main application. So the same document that you've already uploaded on the waiver fee. So it's not like the main application. You will upload every document, even your house statements, everything, how you are making payment for your house rent. They want to see it. They want to see your last 6 months bank statements. Okay? And listen, it depends on who treats your case. They send over yala. They want to see who you're sending the money to. What the payment. If you're paying your house rent direct debits, you need to use a highlighter to highlight that this on this statement, this 600 or this 700 pound is for rent, and this one is for water bills, this is for electricity, shopping, everything, clothing. They didn't stop you from taking your children out. It doesn't have to be every time. When you have the time, take the children out to go and enjoy. Only wakukuya. Awalabi waye. We brought them to this world. That doesn't mean the situation should like shock the children as well. Let them enjoy their life in your little ways. Don't go out, Like if you can't avoid it, then that's it. I do home cooking a lot. Home cooking. I hardly buy food outside, honestly. So now you will upload that on for your, for your waiver fee. Then the waiver fee, from experience, when I apply for the last one, no, before the fourth one, they contacted me, they called me on the phone. They said they saw a huge amount of money. And how much it was it? Was it 300 pounds? Yes, 300 pounds. They said if you're collecting 250, that's still okay for them. But 300 pounds, they said they saw that I withdraw it from the ATM. And I said, yes, there's some places that I want to go to do my shopping. I don't like spending my card. Why? Maybe I didn't trust them. You understand? There's no law that say you can't cash money out and spend. So even though you want everything to reflect on your card, but they can see it. So the lady that called me said, oh, what's going on? We can see that you withdraw so amounts on this so day. Can you tell me what it is about? And I told them, that's my time to go and pick my son. So, and I said, yes, it's for food shopping around that area. I don't want to spend my card. So, and we know there's all these fraud people everywhere. You will use your ATM card. Maybe they put another pad on it that is collecting your bank details, your PIN number, and also and all sort of things. You don't want to fall victim. So, and that's it. Immediately. But the good thing about it when the person called me was, instead of them sending an email, he said it's easier for them to just call you. So please, ready to pick your call from any private number. Oh, Jegbe Ole Kugbi. It's not as if you're hiding anything. So be ready to pick your call. Because the time they will use in sending letter, now that everything is on email, that is easier. But then it was letter they do send, even though they have our email. So the person didn't send email. He didn't send a letter. The person preferred to call me, which make life easier for both of us. So the decision was make instanter. But if you couldn't, or if you can't make any sense or tell them the reason why you withdraw that money, your application will not be successful. That is for the waiver fee. It will not. There's nothing you can tell them. They make decision instantly. And that's the case. I was granted, and they asked me to continue with my application. Please, can you guys show love on TikTok? Please. For those watching, please show love, please. One rose, at least, before I ended this live. You need to gift me something. TikTok was even encourage your viewer to send gifts. If you give me a gift, I'm going to thank you. And that will not stop me from saying my story. Anyway. So after the waiver fee, everything is gone successfully, then you will upload, they will ask you to continue with your online application. And there again, you're going to tell them everything, you know. You understand? And once they give you that waiver fee, you're not going to pay for the NHS fee. It's automatically taken out. But if your waiver fee is not granted, definitely in your application you must pay your what is it called? Your NHS fee. I don't know how much is it at the moment. I think it's over 1,000 plus. You must pay it. But once they grant you NHS fee, you don't need, I mean, sorry, the waiver fee, you don't need your, and you don't need to pay for NHS fee when submitting your application. Then they will take you to the page to pay. Now, last year, and because you have waiver fee for this year, doesn't mean they're going to grant you the following after you finish your first your leave. If you want to renew, if your situation is still the same thing, then you can apply. And like I said, it depends on whoever is treating your case. So they will definitely still give you till they can give you till the third time, till fourth time. It depends on your situation. And in their letter, it will be stated in it that this giving you now doesn't warrant they're going to give you next time. It depends on your situation. So you know, you that know how you're going to place your situation for them to, you know, for them to be able to support you or for your application of waiver fee to be successful. And it's something you can do by yourself. You don't need a lawyer for that. Okay? All the information is on Google. Just go and search. Go to their website themselves. The Home Office website is there. It's there. Then that's aside. Another thing I want to point out that really want to run me crazy, that was last month. By the way, I put in the application last year. I didn't know that my 10 years is over, right? I didn't know. I didn't calculate it at all. So, they asked me why this and this and that, health-wise and this and hospital appointment and all those stuff, right? And the mistake that I made, though I told them that I can't afford that 2,885 for the indefinite stay. And when you are applying for that, the NHS surcharge is already included. So you're not paying for it at all. When you get to after you finish your 40 that you're applying for your indefinite, you don't need, they won't ask you for NHS surcharge because it's already, I think they merge everything together because we're paying a lot of money. Do you know how many applicants? 2,885. Right? So, I told them I can't afford the money. This and that is happening in my life at the moment. Health-wise, so many other things, you know. No, you know, a lot of things. Then I applied for a waiver fee. It was granted, but not for indefinite. They gave it to me to repeat my last leave. I thought it was for my indefinite. So when I get to the payment section, because when they give you a waiver fee, you're not supposed to pay. And I say that this application is not going forward. It's asking me to pay you. They use all this word payments. It's not going on. What's going on? This thing is not going through. I contacted them. They didn't even respond back to me. They didn't respond back. I went on chatting with them. I was able to speak to someone, and the person was like, no, you can't use. They will never give you money for indefinite. Okay, they will never give you a waiver fee for indefinite. It has to be for you to repeat your stay, which I don't want. So, and I don't want to repeat the fourth one. In some cases, it might be okay for some people, you know. That is if you don't have means of paying. Maybe with that, within that 2.5 years, you can save. I don't know. That is if there's a means to even save. if bees did not even kill you before then. So now we made that payment. As soon as we made the payment, that's when they will direct us to the TLS contract, which I make. And that is back in 2004, 2,885. And I didn't pay for my biometric because I choose the free one. Now, we finished that. 7 months after, in June, I received an email. And this is what the email stated. They quoted, my reference was quoted. And they say, thank you for your recent application. Meanwhile, I was on parents' route. The application wasn't straightforward. And why I said it wasn't straightforward is if you calm down, you will be able to. It's the same application that I feel is what I'm repeating again. And the only mistake that was on that application, which I believe they could easily correct, they can correct it in their office there, or whoever treating it can make the correction. It's so simple. That you've applied for this route, but no, this is not for the route you're supposed to be applying. And why did they say that? If I check my status online, it's showing family/private life. So when I was applying, when they said what status did I have last, I put family/private life. That is what's showing on my status. Sometimes these status are not correct. You need to let them know that it's not correct so that they can make the correction. Otherwise, it's going to affect you the way it affected me. Now, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. If, like I said, if you're on TikTok, if you're enjoying this live, see, I've got 34 people watching me. Kindly give a rose. Gift me, please. Even TikTok is telling me to encourage you viewers to send a gift. Send me gifts, please. Okay, then I will thank you for your support. You need to support me with gifts. Okay? If you know you're enjoying it, support me with a gift. At least one rose. I've put my goals there. Just 5. And I haven't got single one. Come on, guys. Now, and the letters stated as follows. Yeah, thank you for your recent application for your settlements. And like I said, I put on my status is showing family/private life. With my children is private life. I don't understand. With my children is family. Okay, that doesn't mean the lawyer don't make mistake as well. Let's get this right. Now, it said thank you for your recent application for settlement in the UK. Your application has been made using a settlement private life application form, private life application form for indefinite leave to remain, which is considered in accordance with criteria laid out in Appendix Settlement Private Life, which can be viewed at Immigration Rules. So you can view this on their website. Maybe I'm going to type it later. www.gov.uk. Okay? So you will go to the Appendix Private Life Guidance. However, ibi ni mo gbọ́ tí mo orí mi lọ báyìí ní pia. You can support me with any other form of gift if you don't mind. On TikTok, can you guys hear me, please? Can you hear me clearly? If you can hear me clearly, please, please add a comment, please. However, your immigration history shows that you do not currently have permission or were last granted permission on private life. You hear it? Get it right. Even though my letter that I've received is shown family life, family life, family life, private life. But on this email, they said you were last. No, they said, however, your immigration history shows that you do not currently have permission or were last granted. I do not have permission. That's what they're trying to say. That I do not have permission on. Thank you so much for showing. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. God bless you, Jade. Now, you guys supposed to power tap, please. Power tap. Please show love. Show love, please. At least, even if it's one rose, try and give it to me. Gift me a gift. Gift me. Anyway, God bless you guys. God bless you all. Tẹ́ bá lágbára ti give, Ọlọ́run á ràn yín lọ́wọ́. So now they said, however, your immigration history shows that you do not currently have permission on private life or family life. Even though previously I've received letter granting me with that. Now they said, or were last granted permission only, or I was not, were last granted permission on the private life routes. So, which means my last permission was not granted on private life or family life. You understand? However, your history showed that you do not currently have permission or were last granted permission on the private life route. Okay? But I was granted, which, or they say you were last granted leave to remain on a 10-year parent route dash family life, and the date it was granted was stated on the letter. Okay, so now when you're applying for your, after you've done your 4th renewal and it's time for you to apply for your indefinite stay, please don't make this mistake. Go back to your letter. Go and check properly on what base did they give you, or on what base did they grant you your last stay or permission. What was your last permission granted on? What was it based on? Because when you are applying for your indefinite stay, they will ask a question. What was your last or your current? Is not your last, it's going to be your current stay. Even though your application is still in the home office. Okay, if you apply for a new stay, your old stay still remain valid until you get decision. Now, check the last letter or your email. If they do email now, check your email to see check your email to see what is it called, to see what were your permission was on. Okay, on what ground did your permission was granted. That is what you're going to put as your current. Don't talk about the one you're applying for now, your current, which is the last one, because the last one still stay valid. Anyway, they now say you were granted leave to remain on a 10-year parent root family life, and the date was stated. So now they asked me to they said, please refer to your home office decision letter dated on the 6th, okay, back in 2022. Now, as you do not, this is where the thing goes back. As you do not hold any leave on private life routes, it is highly unlikely that your settlement private life application would succeed and result in a grant of indefinite leave to remain. That is to say, if I didn't receive this email, if I didn't go through this email, if I didn't act, because they gave me just less than 2 weeks to reapply for another one, I will read it out for you. If not, the money is gone. They will not refund the money. But on this case, I was so fortunate because they promised to refund my money, and which they eventually did. And Home Office, if you're hearing this, thank you for that. Okay? I don't know, other people's case might be different. If I didn't act on this immediately, as quickly as I did, maybe the money they will just refuse the application. They will not refund the money, and they will ask me to make another payment. And back then it was 2,895. Like I said, my daughter supported me for that payment, not by me. Excuse me. For Home Office to know, it's not easy for people to pay that payment. It is not easy at all. 2,800. Some people might be saying, why are you not saving? Can you save? Let's be honest. I don't use all my hands to eat. I plan for my children. I can't deprive my children. Yes, it's not everything they ask me that I do, because I don't have the money. I am rich in Jesus' name. Okay? But paying, if you're saving, within 2.5 years, there was some, you can save 2,800. Where? How much is the money? How much is the money? First of all, what job? Okay, look for better job. Better job. You have to put the children into consideration. Whatever, as a parent, I have experience in all this. Yes, I will not allow anybody to look after my children. I will not. I will not. And I know what I'm talking about. You hear cases there and there. People leave their children for minder. You will see what minder are doing to these children. Being a registered minder, unregistered minder, it only takes the grace of God for somebody that have a conscience to look after your children diligently, well, as the way you want it. Once you drop the children, they smile. Behind you, they're doing something to those children. We've got so many pedophiles there. Not only men that do that, they will say they are pedophile. No. Hello, me am treat your way by. All the phone je gun lenu. All the lokun lohun ko sun. I know what I'm talking about. Tí o bá ní conscience, you will do and undo bad thing. A lady asked me to look after her son one day. The boy cried from, there's nothing I didn't do to pet this boy. Láti àárọ̀ títí aago méjìlá, mo pè yẹ, òun láti wá gbé ọmọ yìí. Not because of anything. The fact that the child is crying is paining me because, oh, mama near dick. Ọmọ kékeré tó bá near dick, trauma suffering, they can't talk. They can't tell you they're having headache. Yeah, they're going to be having temperature. But you don't know how the effect of the temperature. The headache condemn. I have to call the mom. I can't continue to look after. Instead of him having maltreated or baja, I didn't sleep. I don't mind. I did everything. Back the child. No way. TV watching, no. Some children are like that. They are clinging to their mother. There's nothing you can do about it. But for the child's life, I have to tell the mom. Ọmọ ẹ bó ṣe ké látàárọ̀ títí bó dẹ̀ ṣe ń ké yẹn kò tẹ́ mi lọ́rùn. Kó má lọ affect ẹ ọpọlọ ẹ àbí kó affect ẹ. Please, mi nílé ìwọ ọmọ. Ẹlòmíì, wọ́n rò bí torí nǹkan tó ń fún wọn the money. Wọ́n á gba ọmọ náà, wọ́n á dẹ̀ máa ṣọmọ lọ́mọ ní báṣubàṣu. I'm not like that. Now, they said, as you do not hold any leave on private life route, it is highly unlikely that pay application tí mo ṣe. And what's the mistake? Only because I wrote they said your application when you apply for sin money private life / family life route èyí tó ti wà lórí status me. When you check your status on your e-visa, that's what is going to, whatever is showing there is what is your status. But sometimes it's wrong. It's wrong. So you need to actually do what? You need to one second, guys. You need to contact them to make correction. Otherwise, you will do the same mistake. One second, please. Okay, thank you. Sorry about that. So, and that's that. Then I said, so like I said, what I wrote in it is private life route / family life route. So because I wrote that, the same application is the same application, nothing changed to the new one that I just made. Nothing. Or the one that I just submitted. That I've submitted. So now, in the letter, they told me it should be so now they gave me an option to resubmit another application, and they promised to refund my money. Before I saw that they're going to refund the money, I want to go out to their office in Croydon to go and meet them and iron this out. Because my head was, I even called a friend of mine on the phone, because it's me and that my friend that filled the form, right? In fact, this my friend, while we're filling it, I was asking so many questions. Excuse me. That should write this there. So, you know, I can't even blame anybody. Okay? And I'm not blaming anybody. God sees my heart. You understand? Somebody that you called out, you know, going to work in the night, will still be filling the application. So nothing I want to blame anybody for. It's bound to happen. Some things are bound to happen. It will happen. Now, but home office, I hope they can see this video. Where is not good for waiting 7 months. After 7 months getting back to me, I had to be granted my stay, but waited 7 months, and they contacted me. But I still thank them for giving me the opportunity to refill another form or to resubmit another form. So they said then they now said this is in line with the validity of requirements of appendix settlement private life, which states validity requirement for settlement on the private life route PL 11.3. An applicant must have or have last been granted permission on the private life route. So if I was given if my last permission was based on the private life route, then I wouldn't have had this problem that I'm having. Okay, then the application, you know, will definitely be successful. But because my last permission was not granted based on private life, it was granted based on parents' 10 years route to settlement, and it was the last one alone. It was the last one that the permission was on, not the previous one, which I didn't take notice when I was doing my indefinite leave. So unless they are a child who was born in the UK. Okay, then the 11.4 says an application which does not meet all the validity requirements for settlement on the private live route is invalid. It's invalid. Okay, it's totally invalid. Thank you so much, my viewers. Thanks for joining me on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. Okay, you can gift me on any of this platform. Okay, and please, why are you guys not power tapping on show love on TikTok? Please show love. Unless if you know you're not benefiting anything, or you're not, this video is not useful to you, then, but still, I believe one person or two person or more will benefit from this video, because it doesn't want the hassle, the stress. I went through a lot of stress when I received this letter. Okay, to avoid it, that's why I'm coming out to say my truth, to say my story. At least you people should try and gift me something. Now, so they said unless the child was born in this country. So the 11.4 says an application which does not meet all the validity requirements for settlement on the private live route is invalid and may be rejected and not considered. So it may be rejected and not considered. So can you move my way? Why do I want to waste my time? Why do I want to leave it rejected when they've given me option? But the only thing the Home Office needs to do, giving less than 2 weeks is not good. It's killing. Honestly, my head was spinning. Okpolomi was going like this. I was really stressed about it. I won't lie. It's not good. My heart was like this, beeping like that. I don't know anything when it comes to do with Home Office. I don't know why people go through that. When I receive this email, I don't even want to open it. Either it's good or bad, I didn't want to open it. It took me hours. Now, accordingly, we would like to give you, at this stage, my friend was like, Kadok me now, read it to the end and see what they say first. Stop jumping. Money no. I was telling my daughter, fún mi ní bàtà mi, fún mi kí kò jẹ́ sáré lọ, èmi lọ bá wọn ní credit. It's not good to read, honestly. Accordingly, we would like to give you the opportunity, and that is why I'm thanking them. Home Office, thank you for giving me the opportunity, even though I was traumatized getting this letter from you. Honestly, I won't lie. It's really traumatizing. We would like to give you the opportunity to review your application. If after you have reviewed your application, you chose to submit a further application, that is to say, to make another application on another route, still the same route, still the 10 years route, but what I'm writing or basing my application on is what is the only thing that changed. Is the only thing that changed. And it said, if after you have reviewed the application, you chose to submit a further application on another route, please advise us as soon as possible, and this will be treated as variation. Okay, please note, if you wish to vary, that is when they're talking about the variation that want to change, and that's why they said it will be treated as a variation, that they like there's a change of application submitted. Okay, and if I wish to change your application, and I have to let them know in time. All right. Then they said in the letter, you need to submit the correct application for routes. for route you wish to apply. And they gave me, they said, for this apply to me, they say, you need to submit the correct application for route you wish to apply for by 23rd of June, 2025. And don't forget, I got the email on the 9th. So where am I going to get the money? Who in this country, maybe billionaires that I don't even have, that I don't know, we just leave 3,000 plus sitting down in their bank accounts. They don't make use of it, or they don't need it. Who can you go and run to? The way you're collecting the money, immediately the money is gone. And they said, pay the application, and the new application that I'm applying, I have to pay it. Pay the application fee and we submit your supporting documents. Double wahala for dead body. So Moonlight to another document submit to them. I have to submit, we submit all the documents I've submitted already with the new application. Application ti wà lọ́wọ́ wọn, document wà lọ́wọ́ kan lọ lò yẹn. No. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining my live. Please power tap now. TikTok people, power tap. Show love. You're not gifting me and you're not tapping as well. That's not fair. Am I not doing good job? If I'm not doing good job, please write it there. I'm not doing good job. I know I'm doing good job. I know I'm doing good job. Okay, if you have any question, you can ask me. And I will definitely get back to you. If you need help too, I'm not an immigration lawyer. Okay, but I can, tell you some things to do that will help you. And like what I'm doing right now, it will definitely help you. That is, if you're not using a lawyer. Because lawyer fee now is a lot. Lawyer meet on allow 2,000. They want to collect 2,000 plus. Okay, you can do this yourself. Now, the nurse said they asked me to resubmit another one with the fee. And guess what? Fee last year was 2,885. This year is 3,029 pounds. And we submit your supporting documents. Now they said if you chose not to have your settlement application varied, change. If I don't want to have my settlement application change, that is the old one. If I still want to continue with the one I submitted last year and I don't change it and they didn't hear back from me by 23rd of June, which was last month, your application will be rejected as invalid under the validity requirements above and will not be considered. Okay? They will reject it. It will not be considered. They will not refund the money. They will just treat it like where you put in invalid application and it will not be considered. It will be rejected. I only asked for 5 roses and no one can give me one. No one can gift me one. If the roses is too expensive, find the cheapest thing and give me. And you guys are not even power tapping. Huh? Are you not benefiting from this video? Are you not learning anything? Anyway, God bless you all. So now, thank God for God that they give me that opportunity. You get my point? So they now said, when you have a unique, that is the UAN. The UAN, that is when you apply for, when you start your application and you finish your payment and everything, they usually give you a reference number the UAN, which is the unique application number. So they said when you have a unique application number for the new submitted application, please advise to the email below. They gave me an email, and we will void the settlement private life application. So the settlement private life application team initially they will void it, and that is the only time they can refund my money. And they said we will void the settlement private life application that was submitted and refund the application fee you paid in full. When I saw that, then my brain cooled down. Okay, so now where do I find the 3,029? I even sent them an email before that 23rd pay. Why don't you? Because this is another thing Home Office should be doing. I pray you guys see this video. In honest, it's very traumatic and stressful. The money is not easy to come by. Honestly, with the cost of living and everything, it's not as if people are living large. At a point, I was asking them in my email, did I plant a tree money at the back of my yard? Where did you want me to get this money from? These are all my questions to them. There's no family to support me, nobody to help me out. I can't go and get a loan. Where? I still have loan I'm paying. You understand? And they never responded back to any of my email. But I will encourage them and I will advise Home Office to do this. Instead of asking people to go and make another payment, when they are applying for another application, give them the grace to just pay the difference. It is easier to pay the difference of 3,029. It is easier, and not that what I mean by it is easier. People can easily borrow you £200. They can easily give you £200. They can easily borrow you that amount, but 3,000, 4,000, even to 2,000. No. So, so that's the only good thing. They said they're going to refund it in full. But you're refunding it in full, but where do I get the other one to make the new application? That's the clause. That's the problem. Luckily for me, I have to use my credit card to make that payment. Everybody knows that using credit card to make payments is a lot of problem, because it is easier to make the payment, but paying the money, if you don't pay in full, they will be charging extra. And that is the reason why people are in debt. Because if you are not making the payment in time, you're gonna be asked to pay interest on it. And the interest you're paying on this money, you know what? That interest is gonna be more. And the more, okay, now they send your statement to you, they ask you to pay maybe £40. You don't know how much they're going to incur at the end of the day. It's a lot. You will not use the 3,029 to pay about 4,000 if care is not taken. Is that not another debt? So please, Home Office, you should please do this. Whatever they've paid, you can hold on to that. Let the applicant pay the difference. It makes life easier for them. Otherwise, some people will just go and harm themselves. They will go and do what they're not supposed to. Imagine if I don't have a credit card to use. Some people will say, oh, that's why you have to save. Is it easy to save? Let's be honest with ourselves. You don't have a partner you don't do any other job and you're not sleeping around for any man to give you any money. Even the man will not even, which man are giving you money? If you put your body down for men to sleep, that's your problem. They will just sleep with you for knowing, for hearing. Right? And if people are doing that, that's them. I don't do that. That's their problem. In Kotoba pay onikaluku, whatever pay each other, anyone, let them do it. So now, like I said, thank you to them for giving me the opportunity to resubmit the new application route, and for them to say, okay, they will make a refund. They will refund the application fee. They will make the application. They will refund the application in full. And guess what? Immediately when I apply for another one that I made the payments for the new application with my credit card, they now did what? I sent them the email. I emailed them with the new guys. Please share this live. Please share it. What?
Sorry, no, I want to take your call in case I need to come back and take the call.
The car is not with me. Sorry, guys. Check this. Did you check the doors?
Yeah, I will check it and do it. Inside.
Check all the doors. Bring me the bag. Let me check.
No, it's not here.
Bring me.
Sorry.
Sorry, guys. Check all the doors, the two and the other one. One second, guys, please. 1 second. One second, guys. Have you seen it? I used it yesterday. There's nothing to finish. Sorry, guys. Where did I? Okay. Door. Sorry, guys. I'm looking for my car key. One second, guys. Call you back. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Thank you for still watching this video. Anyway, so now the letter was received on the 9th, and on the 9th of June, and they actually made the payment back. They actually made the payment back, guys, and I'm so happy for that. They paid the money in full as promised. The 2,885, they paid it in full back, and immediately. For anything debt, I don't like it. Anything debt, I don't like it. Thank you for joining this live. God bless you all. Thank you. Guys, power tap, please. Are you not learning anything from this? Please, power tap. It will benefit those that want to renew their stay. It will, especially parents under 10 years roots. We've spoken a lot. I've spoken at length. I've said many things to benefit anyone watching this that might be in this situation. I'm going to recap everything before I go leave the live. So now, on the 22nd, they made the payment back into my daughter's account because she is the one that made the payment for me. So one dá gbogbo owó yẹn padà in full 2,885, and I quickly made the payment back to the credit card. You understand? So that I won't incur any interest charge or anything, you know. So, and after submitting my fresh application, I emailed them quickly. I emailed them, send them an email to the email on the email that they sent to me in the letter, in the email they sent to me rather. Okay, at not live, sorry. Leave set AA up at homeoffice.gov.uk. I submitted it as I emailed them back and emailed them according to what they've stated in the email. They said I should email at, which I did, and then in the subject I should quote the new UAN, the new unique application number, which I did as well. Then with a reference, TM4 Leave Set 5, which I did as well, you know. And that was how they were able to make the refund back in full to me. And don't forget, the first thing I did was to let them know that I'm changing the variation and making the changes to the application, that I'm putting in another one like they've advised me to do, because the first one they said is not going to be successful if I carried on, if I insisted that no, I still want to stay on that private life. And then what they based it on was my last stay was not on private life. My last stay was what is determined my indefinite stay now. So which was parents 10 years route to settlements. Even when you finish the application, it will state it there that is settlements, parent 10 years route to settlements. It will state it on the application at the end what you've applied for. I don't have a copy. I would have showed you. I don't want to be going up to go and bring it. Okay, so, and that is that. So the video today was based on parents under 10 years route. If you have anyone going through it, it's something you can do yourself. Like I said, you don't need a lawyer for it. It's not as if I'm making the lawyer out of job. No. But if you have money to put in the application to use the lawyer, then good, you can use it. You can use them rather. I am not in the position to do that. I can't afford to pay for lawyer. You understand? And that's why I think I've done my application myself from the second renewal till this present one. The first one was done by legal aid that was sent by my priest, Father John. Okay, so he directed me to the legal aid at Deptford, but I think they're no longer there. I don't know where they've moved to. And like I said from the beginning of this video, I am not an immigration officer. I am not a lawyer. I'm only passing my experience to people to learn from my mistake. And the mistake I made was on my last renewal for indefinite stay. Because on my status, it shows when you check, and I said they've changed the online immigration status e-visa. They've changed it to www.gov.uk/ e-visa. That it was updated yesterday at around 9:10 a.m. So when I checked there, my status has always been written private life slash family life. Okay, but unfortunately, reverse is the case, and that was what I put on my application form for indefinite stay, and which they thank you everyone that have joined my live on TikTok, on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you so much. God will bless you and honor you and answer all your prayers. If you are just starting to apply for your stay in this country, you can rewatch this video. You will learn one thing or the other. And I pray that the Lord will see you through and help you acquire what you want from the Home Office. Okay? The Lord will see us through. It's not easy. You know, the money, the charges, it's not easy. Okay? The only time that you don't need the NHS is when you apply, if you're on your you want to apply for your indefinite leave to remain from parents route to 10 years route. Okay, you don't need for the last one for your indefinite, you will not, they will now ask you for surcharge for the NHF fee. Okay, guys, you're not power tapping on TikTok. Please power tap. Are you not enjoying this video? Is it not benefiting you? And that's why I've titled the topic Parents Under 10 Years Roots. Please, you don't gift me and you didn't power tap. That's not good. Even the TikTok keeps saying encourage your viewer to send gifts and thank them for your support. All the same, I thank you for your support, for being here, watching me. Thank you so much. God bless you. So if you have any question you want to ask me, you can ask me. I'm just quickly recapping it. Then I will go off the line. Oh. So, okay. Talking about the TLS contact appointments. The appointments, when you after you finish submitting your application on the government website, they will redirect you to the TLS contact. You will create an account with them, and there you will, because at first I was so scared that, oh, excuse me, I've submitted the application on the Home Office website. I've not upload my documents, but when they redirected me to the TLS contact, there I now realized that, oh, you are going to, is on the TLS contact. That is where you will be able to submit, okay, to upload and submit all documents that you want to use to support yourself, to support your application. Don't forget, you can still collect letter from your priest. If you're going to Catholic church, you can collect letter from your priest. You can collect letter from any church you're going to. Okay? You don't need to pay them. Because churches, they can be funny at times, but I don't pay. It's free. Our Father is giving us. So, speak to your pastors. They will give you a letter. It goes a long way. As much as documents you can get to support yourself, try and get it. Okay? Thank you for everyone that is watching me on TikTok, that will see this video later. God bless you. Now, when they redirected you to the TLS contact, there you can book your appointment day and time. And like I said earlier, if you book, for example, 10 or 11 o'clock, and you get um to their center around 10, don't hesitate to go in. It doesn't matter. Ewo Belo, okay? But when you're going in, if you there's a place you can park, not in their building, but in another building. I've forgotten something ice, whatever it's called. I can't go off on my phone now. I can't get it. I would have tell you. It's I think it's 1 hour is £2.50, which is not really bad. You will not even spend 10 minutes. So because you book for 12 o'clock doesn't mean you have to go there 12 o'clock. You can get there earlier. You can get there earlier and you will be seen. You will be seen by them earlier. All you need to do is take all your documents. The first thing they're going to ask you before going for your appointment, you will keep getting notification from the TLS contact reminding you of your appointments, that you're getting nearer to your appointment date and time. They will keep reminding you, send you a notification. They will remind if you have not submitted, if you haven't got the time to submit or to upload to submit your documents, they will remind you as well. They will send a notification, a reminder notification, okay, asking you to do that because you need to submit your application. You need to submit your all documents uploaded on their website before you can book for an appointment. Okay? So they will ask you to pick the date. Listen, guys, the only time you pay on TLS contact for booking slot is if you want premium service that you want to go there today. Yes, that you want to go there today, or you want to the next day appointment. Meanwhile, as soon as you submitted your application and you're giving a UAN, a unique application number, right? It is written on there. You can print it out. You can print your application out. Please, guys, remember to always print it. When you finish your payment, it gives you opportunity to reprint all your application. So you have right to your application. Everything you've written there, you've talked about or says about in the application is there. Print it out and keep it for your record as a copy. On the last page after the payment, they will tell you you need to upload your document between this time and this time. So when I calculated mine, it was within 2 to 3 months. So you have time to submit the uploaded documents on TLS contact. So regarding the appointments that you're booking, listen, it is easier. Once you finish uploading, you book the appointment slot, because once you uploaded and submitted your uploaded document, no remedy. You can't rectify anything. You can't add more to your document. So make sure you get, and you can use your phone to do all this. You don't have to have a printer that have a scanner. If you don't have internet, you can go to your local library to do that, or a friend's house if you don't mind them seeing your documents. You have to get all your document ready. Okay, get all your document ready and scan them. You can use your phone to take a picture and submit and upload your documents on TLS contact. Don't submit all the uploaded documents if you're not ready, if you haven't finished. Okay, then when you get to where you are going to book an appointment, the appointment is simple. Choose the date. The gray one, I think, is for people that is not paying, and I think the orange one is for the premium. They have Saturday appointments, but you're going to pay £60. And if you don't upload your documents before submitting um your documents, if you have another document to submit, so if you chose not what I said earlier, I'm taking that back. If you chose to go and submit to go and upload your documents with them, that is £50. And if you chose to do a premium service, that is 60, making 110. You won't say because you choose premium, then you're going to get free upload. No free upload of documents. It's separate charges. £50 for uploading, even if it's just one document, and 60 for a premium service like earlier appointments. But don't forget that they've given you 3 months or 2 months and they have to submit all these documents and to go for your biometric appointment. So why are you looking for earlier appointments then? Why paying extra charges upon all the 3,000 plus? The least, if your working place disturbing you, all you can do is you are still free to do your share code. Get your share code on their website. And don't forget that your last leave still valid till you will get decision from the Home Office. If you are claiming any benefit, it's still valid. If you are claiming anything, it's still valid till a decision is made. Now, I've talked about you. Any appointment you book, you can get there earlier. They will still see you. And when you get there, the first person you'll see is a lady. That's the person I saw on the day I went. Asked for my passport and my appointment letter. So once you book an appointment date, they're going to send you an email. If you don't print it out, you can show it to them on your phone. It's not by force you print it out. For easy access, you can just, you can use your phone if you like to show them. All right? I printed mine out. Then after that, they will ask you to go up, and up that you will go. And one of their staff, will take you to the place, to another desk. The desk will ask you again, like the one they asked you downstairs. And you're going to the first floor, which is the first floor. Then the lady will now give you a ticket. When you hear your ticket number, then you will go to the desk again of whoever that called you. And they will ask you if you want to upload anything. If you don't have any document to upload, say no. Otherwise, it's £50. It doesn't worth it. After that, you will go. They will check your passport. Everything is fine. You go for your capturing. They have three cubicle of capturing. That's where they can direct you to any of it. Okay, and they will do your fingerprints. They will first of all scan your documents, and if you're using Nigerian documents, it might not scan, but they will know how to do. They will go about it, because mine, in the 2 occasions I've gone there, it didn't scan, but the man do something, he came up, so he said I shouldn't worry. So they will now take your, what is it called? They will do your face capturing, your fingerprints, your thumb, and they will do everything. Within 10 seconds or within 10 minutes, you finished. Finish within 10 minutes. So, and that's that. 1 second again. Thank you all for joining me. God bless you. 1 second, I need to open the door for my kids. Welcome back, guys. So, um, and that's that for the TLS contacts. Okay, you don't need to pay anybody to do it for you. And I've spoken about the online immigration status that have changed, um, and the private life routes. And another thing, as a reminder, if you are on a family um, route, or parents, no, sorry, not family route, on parents 10 years route to settlement, listen, before you get to that, thank you for joining me. Thank you. God bless you. Before you get to your fourth renewal, even at your second renewal, if you can change, even though it's 10-year route, if they place you on 10 years route, you can change it to 5 years route. Only if you have not applied for any form of benefits. If you don't apply for any form of benefit, once you do your first 2.5, change it to 5 years route, so that instead of 10 years route renewal, renewing 4 times, you only do the second time and that's it. After the second time, you are good to go for your indefinite stay. But if you have changed your no recourse to public fund to want to be collecting benefit or claiming any form of benefit, they will never change it for you. Even if they refuse to honor it, they will not change it. They will tell you, because you have applied, you've made attempts. Because you make attempts, they will not change it to 5 years route. And so many people doesn't know this. And for me, talking with my friend makes me to know a lot of people doesn't know this. You can change it to 5 years route if you don't make attempts of claiming any benefits. Because when you have your no recourse to public fund, then you cannot make. So if you have asked them to remove it because of one thing or the other, the situation you found yourself, and you can't, you can't support yourself without the government support, then no need for you to change it to 5-year route. Even though they didn't remove the clause, they didn't take away the no recourse to public funds, right? They didn't take it, they didn't remove it. You still can't claim benefits, and you carry on to the renewal of the second year. If you have asked them again that, right, you didn't give me when I applied, because this is something that happened to me. They didn't give me when I applied. They refused. They didn't take the no recourse away. And when I asked them that, you didn't give me you didn't take it away, but why are you not giving me the 5 years route then? They said, because I have applied. I have applied for them to take away the no recourse to public funds. So because of that, they rejected my application for them to change it to 5 years route. So I have to do my 10 years route. But in between the 10 years route, I've got no option, because the situation was really bad, extremely bad. I have to apply. I have to reapply for them to take the recourse to no recourse to public fund, and which it was granted. Glory be to God, it was granted, and I was able to support my children. So that's that. Okay. If you have any question, because I'm gonna be leaving this live now. I'm gonna be ending the live. It's almost 2 hours. You can DM me, okay? I will get back to you. If you need help for that, I will get back to you. All right? Thank you so much for standing by me, for watching this video. I mean, staying on this live till this time. I don't know if I'm going to come back. I might come back on TikTok in the night to share this or to talk to those that couldn't. Okay, I might. Okay, if you have any question, you can ask me. If you want me to help you to put you through your application, if you don't have the money to pay any lawyer, I can equally help you. We will do it together, not just me. We will do it together. I can advise you based on my knowledge. I can advise you. And like I said, I'm doing this video to help people out there, to help parents. Fingers are not equal. We can all see it. It's glaring. We have parents, or we have some people that they like to show off themselves. Even though they are struggling, they will do the premium service, putting in the application and getting the answer the next day. I don't have that strength. I don't have the money. Why did I want to suffer myself? I don't. Okay? So either they give you today or they give you in the next 6 months. It's still the same thing. The only thing different is the time of getting it. Like this, my own case, I told you I applied since last year. I was even planning to go home. You know, a lot of things is happening. My head is full. I'm stressed. I'm traumatized. And I think going home would be best for me. Right? But I couldn't get my stay because of the mistake of applying to a wrong goods, even though it's the same application form. But because I put private live route / family live instead of parent 10-year routes to settlements. So that's the only mistake. And for you not to make same mistake, that is why you need to watch this video. You need to listen to this video and go step by step. And if you need any further support, you can contact me. DM me. This one see. Yes, guys, you can see my goal wasn't achieved. About the gift, I put 5 roses and none was given to me by my lovely viewers. And you guys didn't power tap as well. I don't see anyone power tapping, nothing. You're not showing love, which means TikTok we think this video is not useful to you guys. Okay? Shake it. We're not shaking our bum. We're not doing that. Make you guys not to. Like mo ṣí ara lẹ́sìn ni tí mo gbé ma ṣeré àlóló tí mo gbé síta tí mo ju kàkà mi, you would have given me roses, right? Anyway, it's fine. All the same. At least, you see, it's not achieved. That's really bad. But at least, I thank God I was able to I'm pinning it back again. I'm even editing and making it just 2. Let's do 2. Let's see what's gonna happen. I'm trying to change it to 5, but it won't let me. I mean to 2. Okay, let's do arts now. Maybe rose is too much. I don't even know. Or should we change it to Mamma Mia? Let's see. Or is it art? Anyway. Let me leave it there. Let's see if it's gonna. I've changed it now. Let's see. If anyone is gonna show me that. Gift me. And I've encouraged you guys now. I've one way or the other say something meaningful. You guys on TikTok. Anyway, that's that. If you need any, if I didn't even achieve my gift goals, at least I've one way or the other say something meaningful to you guys. I've stayed here. I've stayed on this for 2 hours, and no one. And I've got 64 people watching. You guys are not power tapping. You didn't even gift me. What I've said or this video, it has nothing to do with you. Anyway, if I didn't achieve my goals, I've achieved my goals. Passing this message, sharing my story, telling you things to do so that you don't make mistake that I did, that is causing me to resubmit another application for my stay. If that alone, and I know you will definitely benefit from it. Anyway, thank you so much. At least we should be able to take this this love to 1,000 for these 2 hours. Guys, TikTok. Any question? I even asked you guys, did you? I'm greeting all of you. Thanks for joining my live, all of you. Chelsea, some names I can't even call. Apple user, Brian, Caroline, Prince Sheyi, Triple Star Radio, Officer, Marina, Answer, Mrs. Sappho. Hey, God. If I didn't call your name well, please don't get upset, okay? Continue on Google use. Ashad, Rose. Rose, you that you're Rose, you can't give me Rose. More live, Harry. Thanks for joining all of you that mentioned your name. Sonny, Alexander. Thank you. Come see. Ellie, Rumboy, Blue Eyes, Yoka. Thank you all. Thank you. But you people are not power tapping. You're not power tapping. I can't see your love. Show me love. So, thanks for joining my live today. I'm about to end the live. End this live video, not my life. Okay, if you need any help, don't hesitate to contact me. We can work together to achieve our goals and our aim in life. And that's all we can do. Okay? before I go, I got this. I'm not advertising for this, so because I don't think I got the original one. Especially for the TikTok people. Got this on there's this particular lady they keep using on every advertisement for this Chinese pad cleaner or toner, whatever. And I got it from the link. This is fake. My daughter have to help me to get the real link of that lady. And that's now I'm going to apply for another one and I'm returning this. All those advertisements that pop up on TikTok is fake. Don't go and use them. This is a warning. I pay almost 58 something dollars for 3 of it. All right. God bless you guys. If I have any information, I'm still waiting for the one I've submitted newly. I'm still waiting for the outcome, and I pray everything will go well, will be successful in the mighty name of Jesus. And to everyone watching me, if you're facing any immigration issue, I pray in the mighty name of Jesus that the Lord will see you through. The Lord have seen me through till this time. We see you through. Everything will come out successful in the mighty name of Jesus. I know the application fee is not easy. Home office, the application, people are struggling to pay these payments. It's too much. And one thing is, if people doing what TikTok is sending me, it's detected that live chat didn't appear on your screen in the past 2 minutes. Try using mobile device to view comments. Okay, from your live chat and performance in real. Okay, TikTok, thank you for letting me know that. I'm using my phone to check, so it's difficult for me. I can't go out of the live video I'm doing on YouTube. Okay, I will check that later. Anyway, home office, please, you need to come to people's aid. The fees are very expensive. It's not good. Please, I know you're trying to give us life in your country, but it's too much. If people on EU scheme, because EU scheme you don't pay nada, and they will give you first year the 2.5 as well, and then you get the final one. Please, excuse me, sorry, if they are not paying the EU scheme, please don't come for me. I'm just saying my mind. I'm talking about people, not the home office officers. Please, if people are not paying for EU schemes, if they're not paying for the application, what happened to us? Why are we not being treated the same way? There are people that come from abroad, from Europe country, and they come here and they apply for it. Yes, it's good for them not to pay, but it's gonna be good for us too not to pay. Imagine 5 family. Imagine 5 family. A friend of mine is just chatting me on Facebook. Idowu wa okay, he won't cover on the family. Oshe baba mi. Imagine family of 5, and if they don't have a waiver fee and they are paying each applicant 2,885 or 3,000 as the present fee. Come on. People will go nuts. People will be in debt. And they are not going to get any support. And they will pay the surcharge, NHS surcharge. This is not good. Life is too short. The time being, people are on this earth, they just want to enjoy it. Like I said in my previous video, took me good 12 years before I can get just my stay. I know there's some people 30 years they haven't. No amnesty, nothing. It's really bad. And when you call the Home Office line, you will not even get through to them. But if you said you are from Ukraine, then you can get through to someone. It's hard to get to them easily. But if you want to get to them easily, when you click the option of Ukraine, you are in. Yes, I know they are going through a lot there. But there are so many people in this country that are going through a lot. More than people in Ukraine. Yeah, there's no war in this country. We're not facing any war. And I pray God will not let us face any war. Right? As we're saying, we're living here. There are some people, to eat 3 square meals is difficult. They can't even eat what they want. They will be watching what they want. They will be seeing on their face. They can't even, with their face, koro, but they can't afford to buy it. And even though they are claiming benefits, you think people are claiming benefits are spending money lavishly? No. There is debt to pay. I still got loan, I'm still paying. I will send it to God. Nobody, I send myself. Debt has no time. It can come anytime, any day, any hours, any second, any minute. People should be able to offload the loads on their head. Some people, they are doing 3-4 jobs. I've been there. Gbogbo ló padà wá fi àbọ̀ sí ara èèyàn. I've done that kind of job that, in fact, it's God that sees me through. Is it night job you want to talk about? I cleaned the train, and while I was doing that job in the night, there's this particular train, this southeastern train, when it's yellow inside, the pole, everything. When you enter that train, the kind of in the winter time, the cold will enter you from your tummy. You will feel the cold. Your chest will be shaking like this. Yes, we want better life. We've left our various countries to come here to get a better life. Are we getting the better life? You want to go on holiday, you can't even afford it. Even just ordinary Spain, you can't. Because you got bills to pay. That train do me shaggy. At the end of the, you will carry bean bag like this. Welting. The name of the company then was Welting. Maybe it's still Welting, I don't know. Or Welton or Welting. Tie your bags of newspaper like this. You can carry 6, 7, 8. One on your, 2 tied together on your shoulder, on the other shoulder. You will not carry another one like this in your hand, 2 tied, making 6 bag or 7 bag. Will I carry that back where I'm coming from, even if I'm not going to see the same money? Okele kekere o better do nkan gbigbe lọ, or whatever how they used to say that adage. Ìyà téèyàn jẹ nílùú ti pọ̀ jù. If you see anybody coming home and spending billions, I mean not billions, when they come home and be lavishing money, sit them down, let them ask them where did they get the money from. I saw a video on Instagram. One man was saying, oh, a lady was interviewing the guy. I came this country 4 months and I bought Lamborghini, a bikini car, and bought another, you know, all these big flashy cars. Ogbeni is not how far, is how well. Tell me what job are you doing? If you know, the job that you're doing, that you're getting that money and is legit, tell people now. Tell your fellow human being, let them do it, and let all of us live life well. Let us live life well. We can live life well together. Adaje ko dun. Biki gbogbo wa. I mean, eating alone is not as great as everybody, as eating together. What? No sound, okay. Sorry, guys, are you hearing me on this? If you're not hearing me, let me know, please. Come on, come and waste time. On TikTok, especially. At that, I am. Oh. Can your mother could everybody get together? That is love. That is love for you. We love each other. Show me the way to make the money, and so that your fellow being will not keep coming to beg from your hands. 4 months, you say you got to this country and you bought this. What kind of job are you doing? Is it legit? And if it's legit and you're sure, because they were asking you what job, you said you don't want to say it on the camera. That's what you said. The guy said he can't say it. So if you can't say it, what job are you doing? So you just got to UK 4 months. I don't even know if he's on visa or you have your stay and you booked 4 cars. Anyway, it's not how far, is that well. Long are you, everybody? I need to go. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Till I come your way again. Ciao.